amitié de plus de 10 ans. Crapote ta chicha, entouré de tes bebeux. Capote sans chichi, gros U quand le. Tu veux mon bien, y'a pas de sous ça et je veux pas mon bien. Trop souvent sous sky, j'ai fait du mal à petit cœur fragile. Je suis très calme et quand je parle j'agis en fer.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Leddy. Yo, welcome to So Serious Gaming, and 1.7 is here. Yeah! I'll never do that again, I promise, guys. I promise I'll never do that again. And look at my snapback, man. Hitting the DZ like a gangster. I'm loving, like, in general, man, I'm loving this new update, dude. Like, there's some bugs, there's some issues, like, but overall, I'm really enjoying it, man. Some of the new stuff that's added is amazing. But yeah, we're not here to talk about that, guys. We are here to bring a 1.7 build video. So, my first build video is kind of merging together two of my favorite builds from the previous update. I've always been a fan of Predator's Mark anyway, and as some of you know, I was running for the last sort of few days, a week or whatever, I've been running 3 Tactician, 3 high end, and I really enjoyed using that build, so I kind of wanted to do the same sort of thing but put it with Predator's Mark and combine them both. So I am using my Elvoa, Adept, Deadly and Competent. The mods are crit chance, crit damage in the mag with mag size. We have crit damage, crit chance, headshot damage on the optic, and crit damage, headshot damage, crit chance on the muzzle, with stability, crit damage, accuracy on the underbarrel. My MP5 is my good old trusty MP5 that I just love, which is responsive, competent and unforgiving. 17.5k base damage with just under 6k firearms. Mag size, crit chance, rate of fire, crit damage, headshot damage, crit chance, crit damage, that's on the red dot side. Muzzle brake is crit damage, crit chance, headshot damage, and the underbarrel is crit damage, accuracy, reload speed. My vest is rolled with stamina. Now ideally I would probably go for a little bit more skill power, so I would like to have that rolled for electronics essentially, but I mean it makes do for now because this one that I have doesn't have health rolled onto it, and it makes me extremely squishy. 246 it would put me at, so yeah, a little bit squish, but you know, I like this build as it is right now, man. The toughness is about where I like to be. The skill power's alright, I'm happy with the skill power, so you know, it'll make do for now. And on the vest I've got 2 firearms mods with skill haste. I've got 264 and 266. The mask is something I definitely want to replace. I want to take that EDR and replace it with skill power. But I want an armor roll that's the same as what I have now, and I want the firearms the same as what I have now, man, for sure. The knee pads are rolled to skill power and they have health on them. I'm pretty happy with them, to be honest. Let's take the firearms off. 1270 firearms. The armor roll could be a little bit better, but it is what it is. And again, that's a firearms mod with skill haste. The mask is also, it's an electronics mod with skill power actually, which I've just taken off because I'm an idiot. There we go, I'll put it back. I know, I'm an absolute douche. And firearms mod on there, and then I have first aid self heal. My holster is quite good. Again, I could have more stamina on there, but you know, I'll make do with that. And I've got 6% skill haste. My tactician's glove, I rolled for skill power. I rolled skill haste onto him. It had like pistol damage, I think it was, so I rolled skill haste onto that. And then assault rifle crit damage on there. And then my ninja bike, I do want a new one. It's a fairly low armor roll, and it's got crit damage on there, and it doesn't have ammo capacity, so But this was literally the best one I had out of all the pieces I had. This was the best I had. But if I get the opportunity, I want one that has higher armor, is rolled with skill power, rolled with electronics, and then I can roll skill power instead of crit damage, and hopefully it will have ammo capacity. Because I kind of miss having 1800 rounds as opposed to the 1300 that I have at the minute. It doesn't really allow me to stay in fights very long. Let's just say that. And this is also a firearms mod, 264 firearms with skill haste. And why is my mod come off? Okay. Where's my pulse crit? There we go. So I'm running pulse crit chance, pulse crit damage. Now usually what I do with these kind of builds, where I'm gonna be kind of face tanking more, is give 2 self heal mods, just so that if I need to pop a quick heal I can make the most of it when I'm face tanking. And then the other 2 mods go for my skill that I'm using. So if I'm using pulse, I'll put a crit chance and a crit damage mod on. If I'm using a turret, I might put turret damage or turret health on. If I'm using an immunizer or something, a healing station, I'll put on like immunizer range or healing speed, that kind of thing. So I have like 2 that are on the self heal and then 2 that are on my other skill. So my crit chance is 28.5 with 106 crit damage. Now my gloves, I would ideally like to replace the assault rifle damage on my gloves for crit chance. And then I can get my crit chance on my SMG a little bit higher. And my skill haste is 50%. So my cooldown on my heal is 21.5 seconds, 21.5 seconds. However, you know, the changes that I want to make will put me at about 190 to 200k skill power, so that'll bring my cooldowns to about 20.5 seconds. When I'm in a team, it depends what I run, like depends on the squad composition, but I will usually either run a pulse or an immunizer. I might run an EMP or a shock turret as well. I've even been using the gas charge tonight. The gas charge is pretty good, especially for the SASG shotgunners. The gas charge will screw their aim up a little bit, so you know that's a pretty good one to use as well. Now the talents, if I'm in a team, I've been using death by proxy. I've been using it on a lot of my builds, just to taking out enemy skills and buffing my skill power to try and make the most of like my pulse and stuff like that. But you know, generally, if I'm in a team, that is the setup I go with. I'll run strike back and triage. So triage, if my teammates are getting healed, I'm getting a cooldown reduction. If I hit low health, I get a cooldown reduction with strike back. Combat medic means if I use a med kit, my teammates get a heal, and critical save is a must in my opinion. So when you hit low health and use a med kit, you get a damage resistance buff, and then you pop your booster shot on top of that, you have 2 damage resistance buffs. So it's really good for survival, you know, keeping you alive and stuff. If I'm solo, I'll keep strike back on, I'll take those off, and I will go with on the move and shrapnel. I mean, I could use shrapnel in a team, but I don't really need to. Not so much. Shrapnel when I'm solo is really helpful though, because it's going to help slow, if it does proc on multiple agents, it's going to slow them all down, and that's going to give me an opportunity to try and like work at making a play happen kind of thing. So it can be really helpful, but you can take that off. You can run it with one is none if you want to use your healing station instead as a second heal. So then you can say every 10 seconds you can, you know, drop your immunizer, and then 10 seconds later use a heal, and then 10 seconds later use your immunizer, and 10 seconds later use your heal. You can keep rolling like that, and if you have adept on your assault rifle, that will stack adept constantly and constantly keep adept active for you as well. So you can always do that, and then use precision to replace your pulse. As long as you tag them on the head, you're going to get a pulse on them. Or you could use death by proxy if you wanted, just to make your skill a little bit stronger for that duration. Or if it's your style of play, it's not really mine, so I don't use tactical advance. But if it's your style of play, you can use tac advance to get that extra little bit of that extra little bit of damage from your gun for a few seconds. Or steady hands. You know, you bounce into cover, you get reduction in recoil by 25% for 10 seconds. That can be handy too. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. It's a great build. I love it. I absolutely love this build. I've had so much fun with it, and I can't wait to do more to it, maximize it even more. But yeah, man, I actually do really enjoy it. It's a great build, so much fun, good utility with the bleed, and you know, it hits hard. It does hit hard, which I will put a gameplay at the end. I'll put some I'll put a few clips together from when I was testing this out this afternoon. So I'll put a few clips at the end of the video for you guys, and just, you know, if you want to stay and watch them, you can watch them. If you don't, you don't have to. But yeah, they're there for you, and you can see the build in action then. And yeah, and if you stop by the streams, I'll be using this as well. So, you know, if you don't have time to watch them now, you can, you know, just hop in the stream. You'll see me using this build, no doubt, because I've been using this one a lot. That about wraps that up, guys. So yeah, stay tuned if you want to see the build, in action, if you want to see the gameplay. If not, that's perfectly fine. It's very much appreciated you stopping by and watching the video regardless. If you enjoyed the video, if you like the build, if you want to try it out, whatever, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you want to see more of these videos, more builds, gameplays, live streams, and you know, I do a ton of different stuff, man. If that's your thing, hit that subscribe button. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Your support is seriously appreciated. We're getting super close to 5k now, and I'm planning on doing a live stream with subscribers for 5k. Fingers crossed I may be able to do a small giveaway as well. No promises, but fingers crossed, you know, we hit 5k, I might be able to do a giveaway for you guys. So yeah, make sure you subscribe if you're new, man. Join the serious squad and we can have some serious fun. But yo, once again, guys, thank you for watching. You guys have a great day, great night, whatever time it is where you're at when you're watching this, and I'll see you in another video, live stream, whatever it might be. Have a great day, guys, and remember, when the salt starts flowing, just ask them, why so serious?
Contamination event detected below street. Contamination level rising below street level. Objective updated.
Seconds.
Alert. A member of your team has disavowed division affiliation. The team will be marked rogue. Warning. You've disavowed the division. This action will mark you as rogue.